struggling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
A ball hit hard to the left side, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. To the plate now, Bryce Johnson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. In there, now the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
So much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
And it misses. 3-1 now. Elliot Ramos will be next. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So 2 out, nobody on. And the next up is Elliot Ramos, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts. And then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
If the offense didn't already know, the man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
So a couple of hits here in the second inning set to go. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Will Wilson. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Fouled away. Here's another 0-2. And he struck him out. Stepping in next, Mitchell Tolman. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
I got it.
Jones is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Henry Munoz is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Beverly is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Yard Goats are out on top, 2-0. So now here is Chief Big Daddy. He's been a major factor in the series with 4 hits and 6 RBIs. First pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ramos is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And that brings up Mike Compton. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, nobody wet.
The 2-2 one more time.
Full count.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Seth Corey comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Stepping up is Jacob Hayward. He singled in his first AB. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. Count even now at 1-1. Here it comes. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Fouled off. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Abreu is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Now it'll be Bryce Johnson as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he takes a called strike one.
Here we go.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Jones patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Digging in will be Elliot Ramos, a base hit in his first trip. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. High fly ball.
All you, take it, take it. I got it. Me.
Jones is there, 2 gone. So stepping in is Randy Horner, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ball 1. High in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
At the plate, Will Wilson. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, here we go. Hey, 2 out.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this will bang up against the wall. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. Ready now is Chief Big Daddy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the AB now. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. And now here is Henry Munoz. Flew out last time up. Sent on the ground out to second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out. Score finishes 4-1 today. Hartford jumped out to an early lead in the first.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I go by the name of Phil Augusta Jackson. This is the Redondo tape. Shout out to Nick Lee. 6 months in Redondo, beach right by the condo. Oh my gosh, oh my casa. I'ma need my sushi pronto. Shooting star like a Cosmo. Make you move like a mambo. Spank a hater like a bongo. Baby sleeping mano. Girl sweet like a mango. Gets a taste to
a prospect receives a check-in from his agent. He wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.
When I shoot it, swish. Fourth quarter, 10 on the clock. Follow through as in
We hear all the time from people around the game that Double-A is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from the
Chief Big Daddy. Popped him up. Rivera has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, here is Chief Big Daddy. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do. I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Now to the plate, here is Hudson Potts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bounce it to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So now to the plate, Chief Big Daddy. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First offering. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall. It should be extra bases. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Now batting, catcher.
So next to bat will be Garrett Parra. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. On the ground to the right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And he's going to get in there at the plate to make it a 5-2 lead now.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning. Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
5-2 the final score tonight. Hartford rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Ryan Rollison earns his first win of the season. Chad Smith wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to the show. Baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Peter Lambert will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Line drive, base hit to right.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
The left fielder, William Beverly.
1-2. Runners on the move for second. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Next to dig in, Nick Longy. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Ready with the 1-2. And a double steal try here.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the speed threat. Chief Big Daddy drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Gilberto Jimenez. The bunt attempt is popped up. And the catch is made for the first out of the inning. Stepping in once again is Chief Big Daddy, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3-hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there, even though
into the box, Chief Big Daddy. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
So the next to bat will be Chief Big Daddy. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Here's the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
The 0-1 on its way. Gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Pops. He's got it, and the side is retired.
Yeah, they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Hartford Yard Goats used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. It's baseball. It's the Next, it'll be Chief Big Daddy. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Shoots this one over to first, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Jimenez is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Next up, Nick Wongi.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Nick.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits. So here is Chief Big Daddy, who collected a base hit his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Striding in is Hudson Potts. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So next to hit is Chief Big Daddy. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at-bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here. Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. There's ball 4.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 7-1.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Now into the box, Chief Big Daddy, who came around to score last time after reaching on an error.
Big Daddy.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Second home run of the game, right?
And that'll bring up Franchy Cordero. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Big Daddy camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. And now, Chief Big Daddy, 3 for 4 so far in this one. Now here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going.
And not in time as the run scores. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Drilled to the right side, and that is into right field, the base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing.
One run is scored. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a three-game home series, breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
15-2 the final tally here. Hartford get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Brandon Gold earns his first win of the season. Steven Gonsalves permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Well, for a minute, it really looked like they were going to play with using this kid on the mound and in the field, but it seems they've quickly abandoned that idea. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me. Jim, does that tell you that the pick on him was a reach as high as it was?
You know, I really wouldn't say that at all. I mean, one thing I've learned over the years is you don't want to judge a draft.
A manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat.
Trying to do my best, I'm not the best though. I do it to my death, I'll never let go. A student of the revolution, we put the salute in the solution. It starts with me, I must admit.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Portland Sea Dogs. Portland have lost their last. Cutter Crawford is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Next, here is Chief Big Daddy. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Wind up and the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run.
love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Three. He's out. He's safe. He's out.
Up next, Chief Big Daddy off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. One out and a runner on second base. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Hey, if you pitch, get your pitch, huh?
Another one sent foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Geddes, the range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Three.
Next to hit, Chief Big Daddy comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told.
Three. He's out. You're out. Three. 4. Victory base. He's out. 3.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Chief Big Daddy.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that past the baton.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he up as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
8-4 tonight. The Sea Dogs put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Caleb Ward claims the win out of the pen, his first. Caleb Simpson works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Teams' future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series. We've got baseball on the show. Matthew Kent, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into the game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Abreu leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Another one sent foul. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Popped him up. Madden waits on it. And that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yard Goats lead it. Next to hit is Chief Big Daddy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Big Daddy is one of the very few left-handed bats that displays a lot of power against left-handed pitching. He drives the ball well in these matchups, which simply has not been the case very often in baseball.
Yeah, and I think it all starts with his front shoulder. I mean, so many times you see left-on-left matchups, and what is it? Slider in the dirt, fastball that lights up a left-handed batter.
Now to bat, Charlie Madden.
The catcher, number 36, Charlie.
A 1-2 pitch. Grounded weakly toward third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Sea Dogs lead it 5-1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jagger Rasconi. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Next up is Chief Big Daddy. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty, almost.
Meanwhile, now this is hit well down that right field line. And gone for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
5-2 the final today. The Sea Dogs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.
To a hot start in his pro career, absolutely lighting it up at the plate. I've got Sean Casey, the mayor, with me today. Case, is this an early indication that he's going to be a star?
Well, I think the biggest thing when you know, you have to be careful sometimes with prospects because you got to let them play out, right? I think you got to let them develop in the minor leagues, get some time under their belt. You have consistency because the biggest thing when you get to the big league level is that consistency day in and day out, right? So you could dominate at AA, but you know, and get caught up too quick, and then the third deck comes in the big leagues and the 50,000 fans are there instead of 5. It's a whole nother ball game, you know. So I think the biggest thing is let guys develop, let them get the consistency, and when they get to the big leagues, now they're ready to play and succeed.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Northeast League. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming. Peter Lambert gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
He's out. You're out. That's ball 4.
Next, it'll be Chief Big Daddy.
Third baseman, Chief Big Daddy.
Come on, Biggin.
First pitch on its way. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. So a 3-run shot. Now at the plate is Max Bird. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Trejo over to his right, but it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And that ends. Now to the plate, Chief Big Daddy. And we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about anytime soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
First delivery to him. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. He's running. Hits softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Next will be the designated hitter. Everson Pereira flew out last time up.
Everson Pereira.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5. There's one.
He's out.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit. Next to stand in is Max Bird. The 2-1 home is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go as the third baseman, Chief Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game as they have widened this lead to 8 now. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game. Chief Big Daddy stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. Base hit into right center.
Make the turn. Make the turn.
The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. That was spin to throw back to second, and he'll dive back in. Throw back to second again, and the runner back. And the runner's breaking for third.
Come on, Clyde, get out!
Ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jamison Hanna. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs.
And stepping in, Chief Big Daddy. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. Swing and misses. He's underneath that one for the first strike.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
You drive it right here.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Efting leads off first with 1 away.
Here we go.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Ambergy is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. 16-0 the final tonight. The yard goes.